Today is November 4th, Mighty Mastermind. My name is Michael Reed. I am the president and CEO of 123 Legal Support and 123 Legal Inc. And we are expanding across the country. We started in California and we're building and now a Mighty Process Server and building that community. And our dashboard is coming along very quickly. And I'm excited. There's a lot of really cool things to be excited about. I love marketing. I love helping process servers take their business to the next level. And there are levels to this. And if you're here, it's because you want to work on your business, because you're excited or have some hope for a future where your business makes money. And that's exactly who my people are. I love people that have that mentality. And those are the people who actually end up successful. So you guys already know Mark. Mark's our community manager. He's the one to reach out to if you have any questions. You could just go to our admin tab inside the community or reach out to him. If you're watching on YouTube or watching a replay or anything like that, come to mightyprocessserver.com, join our free community. There's tons of free resources, and we have a ton of different things that I've been working on to help you as a new process server, even as an experienced process server that think you have it all figured out. You don't. Even I don't. I constantly, every day, and I'm a marketing person. I obsess over marketing and sales and growth in my business and looking at the numbers. And I'm always looking in the future, 10 years out, trying to look around 10 years out of what's going to happen. If this happens, I'm going to do this. If that happens, I'm going to do that. So with that being said, welcome everyone. We'll go ahead and get started with introductions. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Mark.
All right, thanks, Mike. So yeah, we'll start with the one that has the camera on, of course, Adele.
So I'm Adele with Rhino Justice. Happy to be here. Happy it's a little bit cooler in Texas this week. If anybody needs serves for Houston, Galveston, Pearland area, you can reach me at 281-81. Just right. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. 281-817 4466, which is 281-81 Rhino.
Perfect, perfect. All right, thank you, Adele. So let's go ahead to the next one. Who wants to go next, guys? Just turn on your camera, and then you can
I'm
introduce you.
trying to turn my camera on. It won't come on right now,
Oh, it's
so
okay, it's okay.
trying.
We can go ahead with you, Yvonne. Welcome to the
Oh,
Mastermind.
I just jumped in. Okay, good morning. My name is Yvonne West, and Terry and I share a company called Superior uh, Service. It would not come out, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still practicing. Hello. But we are doing well. We're coming along. We are transitioning. That's what we are. We're in the transition mode, but we're building and we're creating. Thank you, Mark. I'm so
You're
happy to
doing
be
good.
here.
You're doing good. Thank you so much, Yvonne. And yeah, we'll go ahead with Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I own Serve Right Process Serving, Niagara Falls, Buffalo area, the western half of New York State, really. Um, if you need anything, give me a call. Uh, yeah.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Shannon. How about we have also Tony or Ryan?
Hey guys, if you can hear me, I'm driving,
We
but
can hear you.
Oh,
Ryan Bannister with Marshall Process Service here in central Pennsylvania. So handling anything in Pennsylvania and northern Maryland, and just doing what everybody else is doing. Just trying to grow and learn and network and communicate and do all that stuff. So happy to be here and happy to have all you guys in the community.
Me too.
perfect, Ryan. Safe driving though. And hey, we have here Mandy. Hey,
Hi.
Mandy. Good morning.
Good
Yeah, we were
morning.
just introducing everyone, so turning their cameras on and introducing their company. And yeah, it's gonna be your turn now.
Oh, yay. I'm new here. Hello. My name is Mandy Lake, and I'm out of Joplin, Missouri. Just started process serving. I've been a litigation paralegal for over 11 years and started getting into process serving here recently. So,
Welcome,
Perfect.
Mandy.
hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Finally, huh? And yeah, I think we also have Tony or Tommy, whoever is available. I think Tommy just got in. Tony, you there?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, yeah, we have Tommy. Hey, good morning, Tommy. So yeah, we're just doing the normal routine of introducing themselves. Go ahead, please.
I'm at the office, guys, so I'm just listening in. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah,
Good you're
so
here,
now
Tommy.
go ahead, please.
Okay.
Tommy's busy.
Tommy's just listening in. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Mike,
that's interesting.
Is it cold there in New Mexico? Because you're wearing a big old fluffy sweater.
It is miserable.
It's
Oh,
miserable.
wow.
Florida is screaming my name,
Oh, man.
and I'm
When he
here
first signed on, I thought it was a leather coat, and he had a certain image about him.
like a
I was
James
like,
Dean type.
he's bundled up today. I'm like, it's 74 right now in Texas. We're loving it weather right
I
now.
know, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Like a
excited.
James
I don't
Dean
want to
type.
hear it
Huh?
from New York.
Oh no, New York! You guys ain't playing. You guys ain't playing in New York. That's rough. That's rough. But
First
you guys
snow
got
this week.
it's cold.
Wait for the snow.
Yeah,
This
it's
week,
gonna get
couple
snow.
days.
Hey
We're
Couple
gonna get
days.
guys.
snow here
First
for
snow.
sure.
Hey, I don't know how much time I have today, so I want to jump in here with something that I did this week. I wanted to share with everybody to hopefully maybe it'll work for you guys too. Is
Awesome, Ryan.
with Veterans Day coming up next Tuesday, um, the Pennsylvania Bar Association has a program called Wills for Heroes, and on their website, I also learned that they have a whole department of the State Bar Association that handles veterans related stuff. So, my county's bar association is having their Wills for Heroes event on Veterans Day. So they have all the attorneys that volunteer are from the county bar association, and they go to the law library for a day doing free wills and estate plannings for veterans. And then I volunteered um, to be the notary for that event. So if you're process serving, it would be helpful to also become a notary, where you can add that service to your attorneys. But with Veterans Day coming up, I would encourage people to check their county bar associations, surrounding counties bar associations. If they're doing stuff for vets, um, that's a good way for you to kind of volunteer and help serve and let them see you serving. And it's a great way to network and get to know the attorneys on a personal level.
Sure.
Great idea, Ryan.
I
Good
like
idea.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
I like it.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that. Yeah, I love veterans. I love helping veterans, and there's no better, except for maybe homelessness or any of these causes, veteran homelessness, even, right? Like any of these causes help get your name out there while doing something good, right? I love it. I love the idea. I will say strategically becoming a notary is a smart idea too. Like I never thought it was that important back when I was a server because I couldn't keep up with the serves I had. So but um but with where we're moving, with where things are moving and electronic and all that, the highest leverage thing that I've seen recently is RON, remote online notary. And unless you're in California, you can become a RON in any state and then notarize for anyone anywhere. It's wild to me that you have an unlimited how many law offices, have to pay for their paralegal to go get their notary, and and then they get a new paralegal and they got to go pay for that. Like the idea that you could just say, just use such and such, and now you have a nationwide thing. And so I don't know if you guys understand that, but like now that we've gone nationwide in the states where we don't have anybody, all those jobs come to 123 Legal Support. And you can ask our team. None of them's on right now. None of the legal support teams on right now, but we get tremendous. I mean, it's a lot harder to market nationwide. I'll admit that, but it costs a lot more too. But the long game, you could just crush with notary. You know, great tip. I saw Mandy nodding her head. Mandy, you a notary?
Yes, and I actually just recently became a registered like online notary using the software program, and I actually went through it yesterday with somebody where you have to do the video call and they have to do the check and all that stuff. So it's actually pretty neat.
It's super cool, and as technology advances, it's going to get even better. Like I notarize.com is like the big one, but you can use like Doc Verify, and is that the software you're using, Doc Verify?
No, I'm using Blue Notary because
Oh yeah.
it was the most user friendly and quickest. Like I was able to get it, done in one day. So where they could verify my information and all that. So, but I've been a notary for a very long time. But this online notary stuff is new to me, and I think it's going to be really beneficial.
Mm. Yeah, you just start telling, and really, just like with process serving, you only need like a handful of clients to make it like a full-time business. And if you start reaching out to title companies, watch out, man.
Right.
Watch out. Yeah. Yvonne, you had something?
No, I'm just listening. I'm still trying to get my camera on.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're a support group for camera turner honors.
Oh, hey Don, good morning.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Roy's not here, so I'm panicking.
That's okay.
Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
So I got the email, all the updates and everything to join us now. Join us now. Can y'all make it to where when you send out an invitation for the mastermind and join us now, that it takes you to the meeting versus?
Yeah. So yeah, we're still figuring that out with with combining the groups. Putting the direct link, it goes to everyone. So we're trying to figure it out. We want everybody to be a part of this, so we don't want to exclude people, but it is one of the most valuable features of Mighty Premium, I believe, is the networking and the mastermind. So we want to be fair to those who are members,
Right. I am a member, and it took me a while to go through all the emails and the links to finally go to the
we had a problem with the links, Don. I'm sorry.
I think what we'll need to do, Mark, is put all the MPS members in the directory that are tagged already. Just send it to that with the link so that it's in the email, and then they could just click the link in the email. Yeah, that's that's a better way. That's a better way. No, thanks for bringing that up, Don.
Okay, well, that's why I was late, so.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Perfect timing.
No worries.
Thank you. Yeah. And I've been seeing a lot of your branding, so I think
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
Yvonne as well. Got her.
I am so happy. They did a great job, you guys, on our branding. And I know I was probably hard to deal with, but they came through for me. My husband is hard to please, and when he looked at it, he was like surprised. So we are moving right along. And Mike, let me
Yvonne,
just
are you going to show us?
Yes, but I can't even get my camera on right now. But I am. It's looking really good.
Mark, can Mark show us?
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull it up.
Mike.
Well, hold on now. Hold on now. Yvonne this is her jewels she gets to share here, okay? Make sure she wants you to share it right now.
Oh, is it finished, Mark? We were.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually sent it to you in school.
You did, and I came on.
But let me open it.
All right.
here.
Now, Mike, let me just say something while he's doing that. I want to just say thank you. You really made an impression on my husband, which changed our lives. Now, we're still in transition, like I said, but he had been working, and I'm not going to call their names, for so long, and he was fine with that until he started coming to the meetings and he started learning and listening to you guys. So I want to let you all know what an impact you're making on people's lives. It was such that he started, he wanted to start his own company, and I was just really impressed with that. I had never heard him just say that he really is going to do this. And so for us to get to where we are right now, I can't tell you how happy this has made me. No, we're not making money with it yet, but I can see the potential. I just can't tell you how grateful I am, and I'm appreciative. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you. Thank you
Perfect.
so much. We appreciate, and I'm glad you included everybody else here too, because, well, first of all, it's always uncomfortable to receive compliments, but, but I like to hear it because it shows, it lets people know that we're being helpful. We're not just trying to sell you stuff. We're actually
Yeah,
trying to help you in
exactly.
your business.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
changing our lives, and I appreciate it.
But the community too, that's what I keep beating the drum about is like this community is so helpful. Actually, you guys probably didn't see it, but in the Start Here course, it's not finished yet, but I went ahead and started adding videos. And one of the videos I said is like, be a go giver. Like, I didn't have that in here before, and you guys already do it.
I
But
heard.
I added the video because I was like, I want to make sure if you're in this community, you're going to be a go giver. You're going to, help people, answer questions to people, that to help you lift people up, because that's the most valuable part of the community, really, of all this, even more than websites and stuff. You paying for the website, right? Like the community is a part of Mighty Premium, and but also even just the free part of it. But you could go in there and post like, "Hey, I don't know what to do about this. Nobody asked. Are you a premium member?" Like even my team, they're like, "Here it is. Boom. Here it is." Um, trying to help people. So I appreciate you saying that, Yvonne. You and your husband are. I told you when you get two or more people gathered together with the same goal, you can accomplish anything. And you two are like a power team. So keep after it. It'll work.
Thank you. We are going to do that.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, Mark, you
Yeah.
going to show us the goods?
Yeah. Let me just show the
Yeah, you got to share.
logo of Yvonne.
Yes.
Actually, we have two options right now for her. We're just finalizing the color that she wants, but yeah, we have it here. So we have two options for her. So we're just
Oh,
finalizing the color, but this is
Right.
the concept.
mm,
Can you guys see it?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah, it
see it.
looks
Oh,
nice.
I
Y'all
love
see it?
that.
You
That's
do?
real nice.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, thank y'all. I can't
So
see it, but thank you. I,
really?
no, I can't see a thing. I can see you all, but I can't see it.
hang on.
Oh, that's
It's
weird.
okay.
You should.
I just got in here the best way I could, so I
Oh, are
made
you
sure.
on your phone?
Yeah, no, I'm on my computer, but I can't get my camera
Oh.
to work. But that's okay. I can hear
Hmm.
you. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. And
Okay.
I
It's
like this
it's beautiful,
community.
Yvonne.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Uh,
looked right at it, and the first thing I said was, "Wow,
You
Yeah.
like?
that's a really nice logo, though.
Thank
Mm.
They
you.
did a great job."
We're gonna finish it up and get things up and
so
going
she
very
just need to
soon.
choose from these two. So this is her request. So we're just finalizing it for her.
Yeah.
I love how
And
the S at the bottom is in front of Lady Justice,
mhm.
Hmm.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then as it swirls, it goes behind her.
I
Yeah.
like that too.
I love that.
Now,
Yeah.
I sent them like some ideas, some pictures, and they came together with that. And I was like, "Wow, this is so me!" Because I like color, I like creativity. It fits all of the things that I was looking for. I appreciate you, Mark. You and your team.
Yeah. Thank you for the team. Yeah. Especially Nettie and Edge. They're the one who did
Thank
this
you,
for
Nettie.
you.
I like it. I like it.
They're like the power couple, those two.
We're gonna be. I promise you. we're gonna make the community proud, and that's what I look at as all of us. We are going somewhere, and I like it.
All right.
Can I give some public feedback, Mark?
Of course, of course.
Okay. So I actually love it too. The one thing I would say, and I think I might have told Nettie this when she was designing it, is that whenever you're building a logo, you build it once for the cool website. That's what this is,
Okay,
obviously. And then you build one different design,
Mm.
slightly different for the printed page
good.
for the so like if you're going doing black and white, this is going to be a much different logo, right? So you
Mhm.
want to make one that maybe has different colors of gray and black. Uh
Okay.
Mhm.
yeah, but they can do that for you too. They can do that for you too, and that way you no matter which logo you need, you have multiple versions. Is your color yellow? You like yellow?
Yes, that's one of my favorite colors,
Oh, this
and
is the other one. They created as well a white one
Oh,
version,
that one's
a white
good.
background.
I like that one. Yeah. So even if you did non-color, that yellow would probably still give you some grays, a grayish.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah. Okay, cool. I like it. I think it's a very unique brand. Superior Legal brand is a very unique thing too because literally like in my presentation I do during the cab event, the very first slide I talk about is like I show a picture of an apple with a little bite out of it, and I go like, how many of you guys know about this fruit company, you know? Yeah,
mhm.
these guys sell more apples than anybody else in the world, you know? And then everyone's all like, yeah, okay, we know that's Apple phones. Like, that's weird, it's a fruit, why is it, you know? And so whenever somebody tells me my website builder has an arm, it's actually the shape of my arm when I first started the business with the gear behind it.
Right.
And Desi used to always tell me, it's not a fitness company. And I was like, we need to change the logo. I'm like, it's mighty. Okay. It's
Mhm.
okay. It's a brand we're making. So, anyways, yeah, your brand is what you make it. You could literally put a straight line, like a straight line with like a little dot next to it, and that could be your logo. And no one will get it for a long time. But if you have a successful business, they'll be like, isn't that one company with a weird line and a dot next to it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah. Yeah, but their service is so good, right? Yeah, it's great. Service is great. Weird logo, but it's great service. Yeah,
That's what I want.
yeah. That's what we need, right? Stay in business. The four pillars of marketing. The wow factor number three is the wow factor, and we can do all this stuff on the front end, the brand, getting noticed, getting called. But if we don't make contacts, which is pillar number two, and pillar number three is giving them that ultimate wow experience, because that is the element that gets them to tell their attorney friends when they're because I've heard it happen in many different ways, but the most common example is they're going to play golf, they're going to a restaurant, they have friends who are attorneys, they went to law school with other attorneys, right? Or
Right.
they had ones they worked around in different capacities, and what happens is they're like, you know what, man, I showed up to court again. The proof of service wasn't on file. We didn't have one, and the first thing the judge asks is there a proof of service on file? No. Okay, counsel, do you have a proof of service? Okay, no, we can't move forward. It hasn't been served. That's the first thing they do, and so he's complaining to his attorney colleague. The server just keeps doing this to me. It's the second time in a row, or whatever his complaint is, something regarding his process server. The attorney, his friend who has a great process server, is going to share your information. He's going to say, why aren't you just using so and so in town? He or she is the crushes it every time. I never have a problem. They file it for me. The cases I don't want them to file it, I told them don't ever file eviction ones because we want to submit it with the default, or whatever the case is. And they just do it exactly that, and they communicate and they call. That's the experience you need to know is already happening,
Mhm.
and then reverse engineer how to make sure you're the second one, not the first one that they're complaining about. Yeah. So that's and then pillar number four is build a reputation have reputation management. They're like, no matter what happens, even if someone has a terrible experience, you're going to find out about it. They're either going to leave you a great review or they're going to leave a survey response saying, this was terrible. You guys are usually great. I don't know what happened. You want that email because now you have an opportunity to save that relationship. And if you get a bucket that has a leaky bucket is a one where you get one-off customers. That's all you get is pro ses and attorneys who hated your service. They still paid you, but they hated your service, and affiliates who use you and then go away because you're not willing to do what they want. That's a leaky bucket. Every customer you get just falls through the bottom, you know? Okay. So what you want to do is glue it, do whatever physical thing you can imagine, like tape it off. There's no more leaks is by pillar number 4, reputation management. You have to have a way to make sure that if anyone is upset, you find out about it. You call, you give a refund, you talk to them about what happened, um, you build a better system so that that doesn't happen again, right? Pro se's always get a phone call. Like I have certain rules. Like if it's a pro se, they always get a phone call because I know if they don't, they're gonna think I'm FedEx, and if they don't, I don't deliver their package, they get a refund. I'm not FedEx, you know. So that's my rant on that. The cool thing about a mastermind is that you can come together and bring all of the issues, your wins. Like I like Ryan's win; that was a great win. Mark, it highlights our service, which is cool, but more importantly, Yvonne, like where she's at in her business and starting the branding part of it. Like some of you may be thinking about that and it could inspire you. So that's good. But also if you're struggling with something, this is the place to bring it and say, what have you guys done about it? And
Mm-hmm.
I will let you guys all answer and I'll shut up and then I can, if I need to, I may not need to, but if I need to, I'll say what I think as well. I know there's is there a raise your hand feature on this one in school? Actually, I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Oh, that's different. Okay. So just speak up. Okay,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, you could
a
do the little
reaction. Reaction.
I actually like that. It's kind of votes. If somebody says something you don't like, you're like, one of the pretty
Oh,
girls came up, I'll go.
oh, Adele can put the. Oh, okay.
So we didn't hear from Natasha
Where
or
is she?
Tony.
Is she on today?
Yeah, she's
She's
on here.
here. Yeah.
She's quiet.
I have been quiet.
Oh, there she is.
I was wondering, you quiet, Natasha?
She's out working. She's out working today.
How's everybody doing?
There she is.
Okay.
Good morning.
One of the most helpful people in the community, and I want to say at least for a couple months in a row, the points champion.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
If you guys didn't know, we're doing a promotion. It started on the 1st. It ends at the end of the month. If you have the most on December 1st, December 1st in the morning at 12 a.m., I'm going to screenshot the leaderboard, and whoever has the most points for the last 30 days, so the 30 days of November, will receive NAPS membership paid for.
Oh, wow.
You gotta qualify, and whatever you gotta do to get qualified, you say, "Okay, I'm qualified," and I will pay your membership. And if it works out well, we get good engagement numbers, then I'll keep doing it every month. I think it's a good thing to do. Everyone should have a NAPS membership. Natasha is bound to win it. Actually, somehow she's just got it figured out. You guys got to ask Natasha how she gets so many points.
That's what I was about to ask her.
She's all over the place, commenting and gifts, and
She is. She is.
she is. She's on everything. She's great though. Otherwise, I
She's
mean, she
very
gets a lot of
active.
good advice and encouragement.
Where's Don today?
I'm here.
Oh, okay, Don, I'm used to hearing you.
Well, I tend to run my mouth sometimes, so I was late. So.
Oh, okay, because I'm. It's not. It seems funny if you're not saying something.
It's not you, Don.
Don't get me started. So
Yeah.
I will say to the team, I know I need to answer some questions on my website. I have not had time. So, um, if you have to go around me and get somebody else, by all means. I just haven't had time to get all those answers.
No, they'll help you out. They're pretty patient. Mary and she may email you every day because every day
I
I'm
just don't want to delay somebody else getting theirs done because they're waiting on
mm,
me.
no,
That is
they'll keep going. They'll keep going. Yeah.
okay.
Don, did you get that problem worked out with the situation last weekend?
So, like I said, I was being a little bit stubborn, but um, we just kept asking them for the description. They were not going to send us photos. I'm not going to pay for them to sign a third party. I'd already sent them the payment per their quote.
Okay.
And I'm going to try my damnedest, excuse my French, not to use them again. Like I said, they were a last resort anyway, but my person wasn't available. But I don't want to be put in that situation again. We spent more time on asking and requesting and asking for updates and asking for the photos. And it's just, they're bullies. If you think about it, they are bullies. And I know another uh, affiliate of mine. Um, he had his own business and had to stop because they sued him. Um, but and I'm saying more about that, but they're just bullies.
Wow.
They've been around for a long time and think they know everything. However, they don't know modern day standard service. To me, they don't know it because I don't know, different standards.
yeah, they won't be around very long. I mean, I'm telling you, the technology industry, the way where like I was talking about the online notary stuff, like you got to be with the times and like out here in the country, um, I go somewhere and I get bad service and I'm like, do you realize I could buy the building next door and put you out of business? Like that's the feeling I always have. I'm like, but I don't want to because it's not going to be profitable enough for my time, right? And I
Right.
think about that with technology is like technology is going to allow us to do things that before we couldn't do because it would take too much of our time. One of the things I'm working on this week is a podcast where I'm going to create a completely AI podcast where I take a lot of the topics we talk about and have ChatGPT expand them and then put them into a podcast where it'll say, so and so from the community, was talking about this. There'll be two personalities that aren't even real. And I've seen it done a couple times, but they keep their same personality and so if somebody just wanted an update about all of the different comments and things in the community, they could just listen to the podcast and they would know, you know, this is why you want to make sure you be professional in the community.
Well,
So and so,
my concern is yes, they're a member of NAPS. They have two locations. Um, so and they're widely known in a bad way, in my opinion, from my experience. Um, them, is it something to complain to NAPS about?
maybe.
Everybody thinks everybody's charging nickel and diming, so that's not a valid complaint. But just the fact of them not following instructions, I don't know that that's a valuable complaint or a solid complaint. Um, but I'm not the only one. So
Have
is
you
anybody
reviewed
saying
them yet?
anything? Huh?
Have you reviewed them yet?
Um,
Have
review
you-
like a Google review?
Yeah.
No,
It's powerful.
I don't. It is, but I don't agree in companies going after other companies on Google
No.
reviews. I, I,
You're,
I
you're
That's
just,
real
dangerous.
nice, Don. I hate to tell you.
huh?
It's mighty adult of you, Don, to do that.
Yeah.
It's respectful, that you
Well,
consider
here's
that
the
when.
thing: they can do the same thing, and
Uh,
my reviews are solid. My reviews are, um, I would say 98% genuine. Um, and I appreciate the people on here in the community that is, we share reviews with each other, but they don't go, oh, she's a great this and they did this. It's not a lie. They say they're professional,
Mm,
friendly, dependable. Um, I don't want I don't want false um, I don't want fake reviews.
mm,
So that's why, when we started this, I'm like, no, I don't want to review every day because
mm,
Mhm.
it's going to trigger. Um, I want honest reviews. You know, I had somebody give me a review the other day, and she's like, "I've known her for years," and I'm like, "God, why'd you do that?" Um, but she has. But she asked me to do something, and I didn't charge her. Um,
mm,
so she gave me a good review.
mm.
But
She didn't even charge me. That's the
I
best
know, right? She didn't do that. Um,
one.
but I don't want. I'm not going to attack somebody like that. I'm just, you know,
Mm,
karma, and God will definitely
mm,
give me peace.
yeah. I recommend just recommendation that you do not leave bad reviews for other business owners that are in the same industry. And the reason why is because I have about, I don't know, Mark, what, 30 Google logins?
Yeah.
Like, leave me a bad review.
That is so wrong, Mike.
Okay. I
That's so
can leave
right.
you I can leave you 30 bad reviews. You think the bad you'll have to create a whole new account. If you have even 40 5-star reviews, you're toast. You're still toast. You still have. So I highly recommend you don't leave bad reviews. And then what you do is if they owe you money, that's the most common one. You sue them. You file a small claims case and you sue them.
mm.
That was my
If
question.
you
So that was actually a question I had. So thanks.
Yeah, no, I highly recommend sending a demand letter. Okay, doing it right, doing a certified demand letter. Every state's a little different, but the certified demand letter with signature confirmation, which by the way is what collection companies want to be able to do, and get rid of us. But anyway, small claims you can send a certified demand letter, getting them to sign a receipt. Put that on your when you go file small claims, and I think you can do up to 10,000. Last time I checked, and you'll win. If you have emails, you print out all your emails, attach them to the case, you'll win.
How
Now,
long should you wait for? It's been like 3 months. Should I wait longer? Should I wait a year or how long?
3 months. How much is it? If you don't mind me asking.
It's like 275 total.
Yeah. So okay. So for something that small, what I would do is I would complete the paperwork and I
Hmm.
would attach it to an email and send it to them
Like a
and say,
courtesy.
yeah, hey, here's a link to go ahead and pay this.
Yeah,
I've removed all the interest. I've removed, well, if you want to, I'd say I removed all the interest. I think this is more than fair. If it's not paid by Friday, I'm going to file. But you have to do the demand letter first so that they know. Because
correct.
then it doesn't, if you don't, it has no teeth,
Correct. Yeah. I
And
just
so,
think, is
and
it even
then
worth it? It is. I mean, this is the first
it
time it's
is.
happened to me. I'm new at this. So they told me they sent a check in the mail. I don't think they
They'll
did.
pay. They'll pay it. If you send, if they're telling you that, they'll probably just pay it. Send them a link, some type of a Stripe link or PayPal link
Yeah.
with the
Mandy, what
document.
what state are you in?
I'm in Missouri.
Missouri. Check your civil process laws.
Hmm.
I know here in Oregon, like you have to do this step and this step and this
Yeah,
step,
Yeah.
just like on any other thing.
yeah.
So just check your check your laws.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good point. That's California. I was
But
telling you,
stick to
California.
it. But stick to it.
I definitely will. Thank you.
Yeah. And Mandy works. I don't. Have we talked about? I know I've talked to you a lot, Mandy, but have you? I don't know if everyone knows. Like Mandy's been a paralegal, still working, right, as a paralegal.
Yeah. Yep. I'm at work right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a litigation paralegal. I've done personal injury law. I'm in family law right now. Complex litigation, all types of different areas of law. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So if you
So
guys want to pick her brain,
That's awesome. We're glad to have you.
We are.
thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys are all so nice. But yeah, I've been doing this a long time, and it kind of just like dawned on me one day where I was like, we're doing all this process, serving, and the process server wasn't getting it done within, not even 2 weeks. And so I reached out to my attorney. I was like, we should start a process serving business. And so that's what we did. And it's taken off. It's doing really good.
I
I get
like
Oh, wow.
excited every time there's a new client that contacts us. Either they found us on Google or here, word of mouth. And so I get really excited every single time we get a new
that's
client.
nice.
Good.
heck yeah.
And what a reputation to have underneath the attorneys.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A part of actually I was theorizing. I like to say it's more going to be like PIs when a lot of stuff becomes more e-service or whatever, like 10 years, 20 years, who knows? There will still be process servers because you get the people who don't have emails, you get people who don't have whatever law they were supposed to follow and create an account for attached to their social, whatever. Or maybe it's just businesses, right? They have an EIN number and they have to have the Secretary of State email set up, whatever it is. But one of my ideas was similar to real estate, where in Florida, if you are an attorney, you can start your own title company, and not every state allows you to do this. But in Florida, that's how it was, and I was like, how crazy! Like you could just be a lawyer and be like, I'm responsible for holding escrow on real estate deals and doing title insurance, which is so strange to me that law would then go apply to that if you were in real estate. So that could end up being like a big thing in some states too, where all the main players are actually lawyers that have a team of servers. I can see that being a thing too. Yeah. Either way, the guys that are still standing at the end, or gals probably still standing at the end, are going to be ones that implemented technology that created a wow experience. And you don't have to be rich to do that. You can. We're going to give you everything you need. I'm committed to that. And if I don't kick the bucket, uh, then in the next couple of years, we're going to see some pretty cool stuff. I think it'd be really cool to have a notary integration allowing you to do remote online notary inside a Mighty dashboard. I think that'd be super cool. It's one of my goals, anyways. Cool. Well, that was cool. Thank you for sharing. And then we have, let's see. Yeah. Oh, so Natasha just signed up for a website. I'm excited to see her. Hers is about to get started, I think, today or tomorrow. That's pretty exciting. And then we have Jessica on, hiding in the shadows.
Jessica.
Our lifetime points leader. She's busy.
Yeah,
She's out serving 10 papers while we're on this call.
Oh, that's cool.
Most time Adele's out driving.
She
Well-
said in the chat she's at her son's karate class.
Oh,
We have a chat?
Oh yeah, she is.
Oh.
Well, I'm not at karate right now, but I just got 7 rushes, guys. So that's why
Dang.
I'm not talking right now. So I'm getting ready to go do that.
wind up that
Don't make-
rhino.
Right.
Take it easy, Rhino Justice.
But yeah, Mike, my son was so happy the other day when you said the comment. It like lit up his like world for the night. So
I
What
just want to
happened?
say I was telling my husband about you the other day, Adele, and it's like I cannot say Rhino Justice without going Rhino Justice. Thanks to Mike or whoever did that. It's
Justice. Yeah.
hilarious.
You gotta do the podcaster voice. Rhino Justice.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Mark or Mike just go ahead and put that, and I'm like, here, that's just gonna be on my thing, so everybody can hear it just like that.
Right.
You should absolutely have like a little intro. I'm a marketer, but podcasting is like the most fun way to like highlight your brand, you
Mike,
know?
I think with your AI wisdom, I know the new trend is using AI voices.
Mm.
Famously the 50 Cent AI, but I think for Rhino Justice, you could probably get like a Sam Elliott AI,
Oh yeah.
saying
Yeah.
Rhino Justice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you could do now with AI. Pretty much whatever you want.
Or we could
Yeah.
just have Mike do it. Just kidding.
You could have what's the guy's name? Morgan Freeman.
It just might not be the same though. Like it might be Morgan Freeman's thing, but it's still like you doing it how you're doing it, even though it's my company, is just unique.
Yeah. Yeah. People won't know. They'll be like, they won't know me. It's
Yeah.
you in your area and your thing, you know.
Yeah.
One thing I am excited about is we're splitting up our 6,000 page website, Mighty Process Server, and creating state pages. So it'll be texas.mightyprocessserver.com to rank better in each of the states. And I'm gonna the exciting part is you'll see your name, like the people who are in that state will just own that site, you know. And for those states that don't that have members, we're starting in those states, so that'll be pretty cool.
Nice.
Hopefully it gets you guys more work. We've seen a huge uptick in quote requests, a lot of them in like Kansas. uh uh where else, just some random places where we got to hire someone for $200. We're not making any money on it.
I do Kansas for less than 200.
Man, do you do Kansas?
Yeah, I'm in the corner of Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas. But I can only serve in Kansas and Missouri because I'm not licensed in Oklahoma. You have to be licensed in Oklahoma. But I can do Kansas, Southeast Kansas.
Okay, Mark, put Mandy down for Kansas. Less than 200, 4-hour round trip.
I know. Proof tries to send me stuff like it's 3 hours away for $30. I'm like, oh, tempting, but no.
No, and if you get routine, you could charge, $150 or whatever. That's fair, and then give it a few days. Try to get
Okay.
another serve in that direction.
I guess I only charge 75 for like local. Is that low?
I can't tell you what to charge.
Well,
But that's a pretty good amount. That's a good amount. What were you gonna say, Don?
We charge 75 to 85 depending on the distance from our office, because we have large counties.
Yeah.
So
like Texas.
Clackamas could be an hour. We're in Clackamas, but it could take an hour to get to one place versus 10 minutes down the road. So it depends on the distance from the office.
And if you have to file, the county seat could be in another corner of the county.
Or you could be like Houston and traffic is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, traffic's definitely a big thing. When I was up in Chico, that's where I started my first process serving business. And I can tell you that I got 3 jobs down in Sacramento. And I was like, yeah, I got 3. It's 2 hours away, but I'll go down there, serve them, come back. It took me the whole day to serve 3 things because I had to find somewhere to park. I ended up paying for parking, like $20 to pay in this spot. And then I walked around town. It just took me so long. Go up this elevator, sit in the lobby, wait for this person. So people who serve in big cities, they learn all the tricks of the trade. Park in this little alleyway. You got about 5 minutes before they come and notice, right? You go up here, but if you're not in a big city, you don't know, and I think the only way you do know is trial and error. You tried, you got a ticket, like, dang it, the next time you go, you find a different spot to park. And this is why a lot of the biggest cities, they have like motorcycle messengers or bicyclist messengers where they just on a bike with a backpack, and they get a big bushel of mess and notes they need to pass out, letters basically, and they have until a certain time to do it every morning and come back. So you couldn't do it in a car. Your car becomes a burden in some of those cities. So anyway, figuring out what you're going to charge matters. Like I should have charged like $150 each. I think I ended up giving them half off on the second and the third one, which is pretty common with affiliate work. They want a break on the second, and anyone's at the same address, especially.
Which
And
I don't think it should be if it's somebody else because they're not always available at the same time.
Right.
yeah,
Adele, was that you that asked me a question? I hadn't got to it. Somebody asked that exact question. If what do you do if 3 attempts, 1 address, 1 person's there, you can't sub until the third? So do you charge if you have to go back?
I don't think I asked, but I know I went ahead and responded to. I think somebody else had asked the question.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it kind of gets into the principle of the matter, and because 3 attempts, it shouldn't be an extra charge to go back just because you missed 1, but that's why you charge up front to begin with. But I don't know. I've learned things over the years.
yeah.
I'm just learning more that nobody else gives discounts. Lawyers don't do go ahead and they're not going to discount just if a wife and a husband are being on a case. They're going to go ahead and charge them the same retainer and amounts. They're not discounting, so why should we be discounting our services?
Great statement.
I mean, that's same with, there's like Louis Vuitton. You're not getting buy one, get one free, buy one, get one half off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Adele, you buying Louis Vuitton? Have you made it that far
No,
now?
I wish I was buying Louis Vuitton. I had some friends that are buying that, but
Yeah.
not me yet. But hey, one day.
Oh,
That's
Until
What I
well,
then,
like
I'll stick with my juicy purses. We're still low cost.
what I like about your statement in general, is that this idea that I'm not a bargain based process serving company. I'm the guy you hire after you hire that person because
Mm-hmm.
that person couldn't serve it. And if you want to hire me every time, that's fine. You don't have to waste all that time you did in the beginning hiring them. Just hire
Yep.
me for this premium rate. I'm going to get it served. I'm going to get the proof back on time. I'm going to communicate status, and you're going to be happy. Or you can go with them or hire the sheriff, and I'll come clean up. But when I come clean up, it's going to cost more. If don't tell me that you tried to hire somebody else, because I'll have to charge you more, because that means that now I can't just go knock on the door and catch them off guard. It means I need to stake it out now. So now I need to charge you for a stakeout.
we got
Yeah.
a
I didn't realize.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I didn't realize that. Like some lawyers, it isn't about that because I know one lawyer. I was working for him through affiliates, and they reached out to me and said, "Can you get this done?" Because they knew if they reached out to the affiliate that I had done serve work through, it probably wasn't going to get done that day. And I charged them it like literally 3 times what I would have gotten, and they had no problem with it. And now they call me every single time. No problems. Here, get it done. And the last one I did, they're like, you need to charge a little bit more than you even charged this last time because this is what needs to get done. And they have no problem with it if they know your service.
Oh wow, I like that.
Yeah.
We got a job yesterday, and it was from California, and they were like, you can sub on the first attempt. And I'm like, it's like, please clarify, California ruling. And they were like, oh no, we've already been out there. So actually after the third attempt. So it's like, okay, so they've had somebody else go out there. So by what you said, doing it right and doing it solid, next time they'll call us first versus calling that other person.
Yep.
So I love getting leftover work.
Yeah, we got good point, Don. Now we got Natasha. Yeah.
Hey, Jessica has a question in the chat. Are we allowed to serve on federal property. She's always read. She says she's always read that it's a no.
Uh, well, I did, but I was always told you can't. And so the way to do it is, if you're going to try, is to go to the gate, tell them what you're there for, be transparent. If you try to sneak on an army base, or the most common one is the VA.
Right.
You go to the VA to serve somebody, they got security out there and everything. You can walk up and say, "Hey, I got a legal document for one of the patients in there. Just wanted to know, do I need to sit outside and wait, or can you maybe talk to them and see if they want to accept service?" That's been the most effective. If you try to sneak by them or be crazy, they will arrest you. You will get arrested. I know. I've been the same thing happens in in courtrooms. If you try to serve someone in a courtroom, which I've done many times, they will tell you you can't serve a restraining order in a courtroom because the person is immediately in violation of the restraining order while in court. And I would always tell them, like, all the attorneys I talked to said that's stupid because that's where it gets issued, and that's where the judge initially makes the judgment in front of both of them. The final judgment happens in front of both of them, so it's dumb. But anyways, yeah, just I would just be transparent in those cases. Talk to them. Nettie recorded a video, edited one of my videos, and I told her, I said, you gotta listen to them, because one of the videos said, I forget what I said, but I said something like, "Yeah, if you get pulled over, don't tell them what you're doing, or they'll arrest you." Like, it just made it sound like I was being super shady, and I was like, "What the heck?" I was is the It was a reservation. When I was saying, like,
Yeah,
don't
that
tell.
was the Indian reservation we were talking about. Yeah.
I would do it in that case, because you tell them, they're just gonna arrest you right away, right? Or they're gonna tell you no, leave, but you'll never serve it. But in that case, I would try it. I've done it. I would try it because there's not a whole lot going on. You drive in there, they won't even know. But when it comes to federal, I've had some pretty crazy situations, and you're looking at a guard as you're walking in, he's the same person who's gonna say, "Hands behind your back." You know, Don, you have something?
Yeah, so one time we had to serve some doctors or nurses at the VA, and they allowed us to. However, they sent back a letter. They emailed and sent us a hard copy letter that they do not acknowledge subpoena. Oh, it was a subpoena. Um, um, they can't testify against their cases or whatever it was. I'd have to look it up and share with you guys, but it
Yeah.
was from the VA that they don't honor subpoenas.
Oh. Well, thank you, Mandy. Have a great day. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. It was nice meeting everybody.
Bye, man.
Bye,
Or
Mandy.
Mandy. Sorry.
So
Hey,
so
Mike, can I
yeah,
just pop in on this subject?
yeah, of course.
So funny we mention it, because I did not know that. And my last job, before starting this one, in healthcare was actually at the VA. And for a couple years, I was actually supervisor of medical records,
Oh,
and we got a lot of subpoenas. But there's certain federal requirements for those subpoenas. It has to be signed by an actual judge. The attorney can't sign for it. Some of them they try to, but then we just don't honor it and we send it back and let them know that. But yeah, these are just for medical records, of course. And then like the tort cases and stuff we'd get from OGC, Office of General Counsel. But I didn't know that you couldn't, walk in and serve there. So that's interesting.
yeah. You could serve subpoenas, medical records, at hospitals, the VA included, but they're giving it to you voluntarily, right? They're saying, well, of course, but the self signing ones, are the attorneys, those are usually criminal defense attorneys who, like, can issue their own subpoenas. and they end up having to go submit them to court because it's for a federal case. But that's just California. I don't know. Every state's a little bit different, but
Well, like Shannon said, though, they allowed us to do it, to
mm,
serve, but it may be, different scenarios. Medical
yeah,
records, absolutely, but having a nurse testify, that's the one that they denied, was to have them physically testify.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
think that has
interesting.
to go through OGC, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, well, if you guys find out anything concrete, that'd be cool to add.
I'll see if I
Uh,
can look up, find that letter because I know I kept it. So,
And I still have some connections there. I can ask. Yeah, because I would imagine because they don't like have a legal department or really a risk management department like when you go to hospitals, and
mm,
that's who really you serve is either legal, risk management, or some sort of administration, depending on how big the hospital is.
right.
And at least around here. And so um yeah, so that's really like their legal department is I know I had a lot of contact with the attorneys over at OGC when I was supervisor of medical records.
Mm. Well, we need you to infiltrate the facility. I'm just kidding.
We'll
uh,
just leave it at that. I have a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
feelings
yeah.
about that, about the VA period.
Yeah. Well, the coolest thing is like there's just so many different things that you can do, and like there's certain laws that tell you not to do this or not to do that. And well, with my dumpster business, we're getting into a place where I'm like, well, let's just see what we owe, and we'll offset it with getting into taxes. But then there's all these rules. It's like, oh, you got to pay yourself as an S corp, pay yourself going into the line of what rules are, right? Like different rules and things you have to follow. And I'm like, I've spent $100,000 in equipment. What do you mean I had to pay myself? There was no money to pay myself. So I think, while I'm all optimistic and all in on let's figure out all the ways we can make money, um, as I've gotten older and beat up a lot when it comes to government and taxes, I'd say do your due diligence. And now with ChatGPT, you have no excuse. You can create a project in ChatGPT and say, "This is what I'm doing. What are the most likely reasons it'll fail? Tell me the 10 things that could happen that would make this business fail." And I guarantee you taxes will be one of them. Insurance, lack of insurance could be another one. Um, Competitors coming in, stealing, corporate espionage, all this kind of stuff that you think you're free of. You're not. There's people out there that are competing against you. Some of them may be on this call, and it's okay because it's a free market. It's the United States of America. Sorry, Mark, but it's the United States of America. We're blessed to be able to have a business and make money. Mark is actually like a little entrepreneur over there. I say, I don't mean little. Sorry, Mark. He's an entrepreneur over there. What do you got? Like, don't you have a dumpster business there or something?
Yeah, something like that as well. In
Yeah.
recycling business too.
Yeah, he's a rich Asian. He's crushing it over there. Yeah, we love him. We love him. He's a great part of our community. His wife keeps him at that chair, working hard. You guys have any questions? I'm happy to answer them. I know there's other people here too. Mark's happy. We got JC on. He's one of our top designers. You want to say hi, JC? He's like, no.
Guys,
hi.
Hi,
Yeah,
JC.
JC's going to school
hello.
to be a developer too.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's his modeling photo there. Yeah.
I have a
That's
question
beautiful.
if we can answer it. Um, just this Google My Business stuff from what it's telling me right now.
Mm,
It's um it's telling me to do what Jessica told me to do, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for a window cling from Vista Print to
right.
come, which should be a couple days. Um, but I think it's different from what Frederick was talking about in school where he had an issue with his website being rejected,
Mhm.
and then he figured out he needed to put it in Google Console. So I at first I didn't know what Google Console was, and then I remember you going over it once I went in there. And so I went in there and all my metrics and stuff look good except for like clicks and things like that, and that's probably because of Google My Business. But I did see that I can get reviews now, that I couldn't get before. They're just waiting for this video. Um, and I'm just before they'll actually verify me. So I just want to make sure that kind of I might be on the along the lines of the right track. And, is there something else I need to do? I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not getting a lot of clicks on my website, of course, but that's probably why. But like, when it looks at like analytics and um, uh, what was it? SEO stuff, it's giving me high numbers, like upper 90s. So I guess
Yeah.
it's doing well then, right? I would suggest.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just but I could look at it with you if you schedule with Mark. He can make sure I come and we can look at it. The SEO. So one thing is too is the community and the dashboard. We're starting to kind of divide things up, and so you might want to go to the website calendar. Mark is
Okay.
great. You can schedule with him. He could help with the Mighty Automation CRM and all that. But the website stuff, if you want to get real deep on it, probably the best thing to do is to go to mightyautomation.com go to the contact us page on mightyautomation.com,
Hmm.
and then you'll schedule with Mary. So if you schedule on that calendar, Mary is my SEO person, does all the SEO for my for Mighty Process Server, and she's in Google Search Console pretty much all day when she's not designing websites. So if there's any issues at all, she'd be the one to handle it, and I can help as well. But I wanted to do a
Okay.
quick search.
Will they help me, even though I have my own website right now with GoDaddy?
So
Um,
usually the answer
I
is
know it's
no.
not kosher. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
I know. I'm working on it.
yeah. But in this case, you're a premium member and you're active in the community. So if there's any way we can help, we will. But the easiest way to fix a lot of that stuff, and I don't want you to think that anything I'm saying right now will help your Google My Business, because that's a completely separate issue. I'm telling you
Okay.
that you make the video like what Jessica was saying, and you do it, that's the answer. Like, they're going to approve.
Okay.
You just got to not give up. it's
Yeah.
a,
Yeah.
it's such an arduous process that they make you go through. But
Well, I mean, I'm finally seeing some progress, I think. So I guess that's good in a way.
yeah, I
But
search process serving, ABC and WNY. I'm just doing a quick Google search here.
yeah, I think Western New York, it doesn't come up because there's so many other process serving companies. But if you did Niagara Falls, I think I come up. Um,
I think I
I
looked
haven't
at
done
the.
Rochester recently.
This looks really familiar. Process serving, uh, New York State. Let's see. That's a big ask. Let's see. You got some competition there. You know,
It's frustrating.
one thing that my plan for New York, I've kind of stayed away from it just because of the just everything New York. But I'm not from there, so I don't know the good
Oh, it's
parts about
fun.
it. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I did
You would
happen
think
to
you'd
know.
be okay with it because you did California.
Uh,
We usually are
mhm.
big copycats of California.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a different breed, right? Because California is like, it's okay, man. It's chill. Like, everybody's like, everybody's either like good customer service, but
True.
really rude behind your back, you know?
True. True.
Uh,
Very true.
but in New York, it's like they just tell you straight to your face, like, I don't like you, but I'm
Yeah.
willing to help. That's different.
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely.
I
Definitely. I'm
noticed
not
New
like
York.
that, but most people are.
True, true, true. Yeah, generalizations can get rough, but I noticed that New York process server is available, and it's not that expensive.
Mm.
I almost bought it the other day. $750.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot, but that type of domain is is
It's
I
huge.
actually
Yeah.
if nobody buys it after watching this, I'll probably buy it, and that will be the state page. NewYorkProcessor.com, and it'll end up forwarding to newyork.mightyprocessserver.com, where I will have all of the New York servers, and it will rank first on Google. Like that, we're trying to do it with Mighty Process Server, but it's such a big ask nationwide. It's going to take 4 or 5 years to rank. So I'm going to speed it up by creating state pages and then linking them to Mighty Process Server. It's going to cost a lot of money. I have over 50 websites that we're going to create starting in January, one for each state, and we're going to make them all rank number one in that state, and that will make Mighty Process Server rank number one. And though you'll see Mighty Process Server and the state page on every state. Boom, 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 boom. That's the only way to do it. The only other way to do it, and you see that's what Naps did too. Their SEO engine is tied to their database, is tied to their homepage. Was that Dawn that I
Yeah,
saw floating up?
yeah. I don't see a raise your hand, so I just see.
No, I don't think there is one.
So I was looking on a Mighty Process server, and Adele had a question of the day that I thought was good. Adele, do you
Hmm.
want me to read it, or you want to jump in?
You can speak. Sorry, I'm like still trying to get all these rushes out because I have to leave in
Oh,
like
okay.
5 minutes.
Sorry, I forgot. I'll read.
It's okay.
She said, question of the day: if an affiliate that you work for sends you an address, but it isn't a valid address, what do you do? A, charge the client for the bad address. You did print the documents and spend time figuring it out, figuring the address is incorrect. Or B, don't charge the client and let them know it's an invalid address. So I'm assuming you're saying that you looked at it before you went out there and
Correct.
discovered. Okay, all right.
Yes, because I tried to put in my GPS and it didn't come up as an address. So then I had to research it to make sure it wasn't and found a different address that seemed like it would be the address because of the zip code.
And they canceled.
They haven't canceled. I'm wondering, do I charge the client saying it's a bad address or do I go ahead and let them know it's an invalid address? Give me a different address. Even though I did the work. So that's why I'm just wondering what other people are doing.
So what I've done. So we contract with Provest, um, and we charge to do that because, like you said, you did the work. However, they want you to charge because all they're going to do is turn around and charge their client again.
Mm.
So, because I made a complaint. It's like, look, you still haven't paid this. We gave you the new address, blah blah blah, and they were like, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like I said, I've learned a lot. Um, but they want to close that one out and then give their client the new information to get another job to come through. Um, so it depends on that situation. If it's an affiliate, like if you sent me work and I discovered that, our relationship is more important. Um, so I would definitely not charge you and say, hey, check with your client, let them know that this is, a condemned building. This is not correct, but I did find this. So I think it goes back to your relationship with who the person is.
So I guess my question then after that is, and then I really do have to go, guys, is the person, so I don't work for any big box, no companies like that. Um, but a person that sends me a good fair amount of work, that's why I'm saying it's an affiliate because it's not a law firm. So maybe I'm using the affiliate word wrong. But if I would go out to the address and I would see it's abandoned and it was a wrong address, I know I definitely would charge and they would say, go ahead. I'm just wondering what people do if you find out ahead of time, because now, GPSs are getting more smart and you can't just sometimes you cannot put an address in without it popping up. And that's what this happened is I could not put in the address, but at me as doing like due diligence, I don't just leave it at that and be like, oh, it doesn't pop up. Let me go ahead and research. And that's what I do. I go ahead and see if I can find a different address to be able to get them. And so that was my question is more, it's not like it's a one person. It's not like Dawn, you sent me like one or two papers. It's probably somebody I go ahead and get like maybe 7 or 8 papers a week.
Oh, then
So it is. So it's a company I work for continuously. Like it's not Provist, it's not like a big box more, but it's
So
a
Adele,
bigger processor company.
who did you? This would be if I hired you. My question would be, who did you talk to while you were there that told you it was a bad address?
Because there's not a street like that in Houston.
You put it in Google and it didn't show up.
It didn't show up.
Oh,
And
I
that's why I
gotta.
even, yeah, so I went ahead and put in maps. I put it in Google. It's not a valid, it's an invalid address.
did you
So
try
let
the
me get you
state?
another address.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would just say let me get you another address.
Okay.
Yeah, so you wouldn't. I wouldn't charge for that
Okay.
because you didn't go anywhere. That would
I
be
didn't go anywhere.
my opinion.
Okay.
But like what Dawn says, she maybe does preliminary stuff or almost investigation, like pre-service service. That could be a thing you charge for. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
I
Would
think
you also?
Natasha had some too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just had a question for Adele. If you
Yeah.
check Google and you check any of the other map services, did you check like was your property for that county, the county
So I
clerk's
didn't check,
office?
I didn't check properties, but it's that street doesn't come up. It's like the street name is not a street. Like I think the street is like Clifton, and the street we have a Cliffwood, we have all these others, but we do not have that with
Mm,
that zip code. So
they might have misspelled it or
that's
something.
yeah, it's like a misspelling. They didn't add something in. Did they get the wrong zip code? I mean, they could have. Did they decide to put the zip code
Right.
and it should be drive? So there's a lot of
Yeah,
factors in that.
on something like that, and if you're getting enough work with them and you haven't really done excessive amount of work, I agree with Don and with Mike. I wouldn't charge them for it because you do get a lot of work from them, and I would consider them, more of an affiliate to you, and you'll run across it more than what you think you might
Hmm.
throughout more time in this, and you'll find that it could have been a misprint, could have been someone who was in a hurry, and they just might have mistyped it. Um, and it's always, and you can always fill out the person when you're talking to them as well. You'll find out more and more as you work with them as well. So in this situation, I probably wouldn't charge them. Just let them know, hey, heads up, this isn't a valid street address, and tell them what you did. Just say, hey, I looked here, I looked there, and I wasn't able to find it. And could you please, look it up for me again? Or hey, I found this is at this address, and see what happens.
I appreciate it, you guys. I am going to be going out of the meeting, but I appreciate all of it. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Adele.
Be safe out there. Serve one for me. Remember, I'm 10% owner. She told me. So this is something our church does. I wanted to show you because it relates big time. As one of the church leaders, I order these. It's my responsibility to order these. And you see, it talks about where they're serving a mission, and we put it on a plaque for the families. And it's blurred out, but the last name here is Klingler, not Klinger, Klingler. And this sweet young lady who's off serving the Lord, she is this is like her thing for her family to look and be like, yes, we're proud of our girl, right? They misspelled it. $100 for this plaque. And they misspelled it. And I when I first saw the thing, I was like, oh cool, it's here. I look at it and it's misspelled. What do you think my first thought was? What was my first thought?
Send it back.
Yeah, I was definitely wrong, but my first thought that wasn't my first thought. Anyone else?
Someone misspelled the name on the form, filling it out.
Yeah, since I check and see who made the error, and then you can also get just the plate replaced.
Yeah. So exactly what you're so I notice not everyone thinks like this. I've noticed this, I'm learning this as I meet people, talk to different people. Who's holding the ball and who dropped it? Okay, in this case, I was like, I must have misspelled it. like what Natasha said. I must have misspelled it, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. Let me check. So I'm scouring the order form. I'm scouring the email. I'm like, it looks like I spelt it with the L, Klingler, everywhere. And so I replied and said, "Hey, this could be an honest mistake. I know it's a different kind of spelling." And they're like, we just put what you put on the order form." And I'm like, "It's an online order form, and I got a copy of it, and I didn't misspell it." What do you think they did?
Probably send you a new plate.
They said that I got to pay for it again
For the new plate?
for the whole thing. It's a pro process they go through.
No.
Do you think?
Bad customer service.
Yeah. Exactly? Do you think that I would ever want them to do it again?
No, because you can buy a new plate. You can go to your local trophy shop and order it. You can go online and order just the plate. Plate meaning the piece that is
Yep.
literally glued on to that thing.
There's a little
Maybe
piece
not
right
even
here.
glued, but adhesive. Yeah.
So piece right here. Yep.
Yeah, you can order those every day.
Hmm. So I could do that. That's what you're talking about. Different options I could do because I've already paid for this one. So that's smart. Those are smart options. But the thing to learn whenever you vote with your dollars, whenever you pull out, you go to the store and you go, let me give you money for something. You're voting with your dollars. You're saying, I want you to stay open. I want you to stay open. And when when you vote for them to stay open and then they say, we're not good at what we do and we don't really care what you think, then you're going to stop voting for them. That's the way that you not get back at them, but that's the way the free market works. If you no longer go there for that. So I want you to apply that. We'll wrap it up with this today. I want you to apply that to your business because this is what I've applied to my business, the wow factor. I call it the wow factor. You guys have heard me talk about it. It's pillar number 3, keep the customer with the wow factor. If you provide a lukewarm service, give a refund. I'm telling you, I mean, it's up to you guys what you do because it's money, right? Money flow, cash flow, and all this. You already paid someone to go serve it or whatever. But I'm telling you, I've just learned time and time again that by giving the refund, it's like it just never happened. They may never use me again if it was really, really bad service for whatever reason. They blew a deadline or something. They had to spend a bunch of money. But make it right. I mean, all they would have to do is say, like Don said, it's a simple solution. Let's send you a new plate piece or send it back to us. We'll put the new plate piece on and send it to you. Like it's an easy correction and it's a simple mistake. So think about that for a second. One letter gone, one letter difference on the plate ruins it. You think I'm hanging that up in church? No way. I don't want their family to see that. That makes me look incompetent. So it's the same thing with the attorney when he shows up in court. When they say, counsels are proof of service on file? And the counsel says, which is the attorney, right? And he goes, I believe so. We hired the server and he said it was served via email and that they were going to file the proof. We don't have it. That makes him, that attorney or her, look incompetent. So the easy solution is to provide the wow experience by implementing technology, by automating things that can be automated so that you can focus on providing the absolute best service over the phone, in person, whatever it is your other services that you do. Like when someone calls, do you answer? If you automated most of your processes, then you wouldn't have to do data entry all day. They order on your form, it gets put into your system. We're building the Mighty Dashboard and we're setting up the automation. That's our next thing after we do invoicing, is we're going to build a customizable order form for you, so you can say, I want to ask this, I want to ask that, and then you'll be able to embed that, or we will embed that on your website as a form, and that'll just go right into your system. But it's got to be customizable. You don't want to have you stuck with the same questions. Maybe you have other questions. Maybe you want to word it a little differently, right? But yeah, create the wow experience. And lastly, small mistakes happen, like that little mistake missing the L, and they will happen in your business. I know they did in mine. So what are you going to do when it happens? If you're telling yourself it'll never happen, you're lying. You're lying to yourself. Little things like that happen. So when it happens, what do? Of course you make it right. Okay, so they didn't make it right, but you're going to make it right. But how do you know about it? I got this. What if I got this and I was like, these knuckleheads, I'm never hiring them again. And I just go hire another company locally, put a little plate on there. I don't even ask for a refund. I don't even ask for them to redo it or send me the plate. I just go hire someone else. That's what over half of the customers well over half, studies show, marketing survey show, well over half. It's like 65% of customers that have a bad experience never complain. They never complain. They just go somewhere else. They vote with their dollars. So with that being said, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Tuesday. If you guys are around on Thursday, I'm going to be hanging out doing the Mighty Marketing, and Mark is Mondays and Wednesdays. You guys can pop in and ask him any questions. So thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Take
guys, for
care.
coming.
Be
Thank
safe
you.
as
See y'all.
always. Live
Bye.
mighty.
Live mighty.